Hi everyone, it's a great pleasure to be here with you today and to share insight about hospitality in Africa in the post-COVID era. So before we go into the topic, let me introduce myself. So my name is Guilain Denisselle. I've been working in hospitality for more than 30 years now, working in hotel operations, PMS, channel manager, CRS, and doing consulting for more than 20 years. And I've been writing articles for 20 years, launched my own web magazine called Tendance Hoteliers 11 years ago, and it's all in French. So the Hotelier Digital Future panel we've got is going to talk about several topics: digital hospitality, communication trends, artificial intelligence, and mobile app. We get into the topics. Each panelist is going to introduce himself and tell us a bit about himself, his company, and how his company is doing since the beginning of the pandemic. So, Abbas, would you like to start?
With pleasure. Good morning, all. Thank you for participating. My name is Abbas El Shabasy. I'm working as the corporate director of IT of Sunrise Resorts and Cruises. It's a company located in local company in Egypt. We managed and have some hotels. We have 15 hotels and 6 night cruises. It will look to us one. Our most of hotels located in Hurghada. It's the first city, tourism city in Egypt. It's far from, it's South Egypt and far from the capital, 450 kilometers. We have more than 5,000 employees. We have more than 5,000 rooms. We have hotels in Hurghada and Mars Alam and Sharm el-Sheikh. And recently one in Alexandria, it's north of Egypt. I'm working with the hospitality more than 20 years. Especially first of the pandemic of the COVID-19, we closed most of hotels because we have zero occupancy crisis. And after a few months, after we make requirements and protect for the COVID-19, we start to open a few hotels between the cities. For example, one hotel is only in Sharm el-Sheikh and 3 hotels in Hurghada. And you are working with the local guests, with the Egyptian guests, because all planned or a country is stand and blocked. So we are focused with the local guests to get a volume of business, to avoid close the hotels and keep the business running. That business is very low, but we need to keep our staff and our company is open to running even low business and low occupancy to cope all of these conditions. The most people working are the IT, because we already converted all people or workers at the digital way. Especially the mobile app, make digital signs for electronic RC, make online check-in before arrival, everything do by IT. Digital menu, ordering by digital, ordering your restaurants by digital, by app. The guys in the hotels as a working, he's IT, because he converted everything as digital to matching with the requirements of COVID-19. We did a lot of things during this period.
Thank you very much, Abbas. The main topic of today is digital hospitality. We have cut discussion into several parts, and the first one is about internet penetration, what it means in terms of IT infrastructure, broadband, and what is a digital hotel. So when it comes to a digital hotel, we've got internet access. Broadband access is something essential. How do you manage that at your properties?
So I want to add something for the internet and the digital issue. It's one condition for the instruction of Egyptian Ministry of Tourism how to operate your hotel during COVID-19. You must make big challenge to contactless with the guest. So how to be contactless to operate your hotels during the crisis? All of management thinking about to get the license to operate the hotels during the crisis. We need to do some conditions. With the most conditions wanted to apply to operate the hotel is to make contactless. How to make contactless, as mentioned Waleed and Peter to mention about digital to reduce the contactless with the guests and keep the guests safe, to convert all services in the hotels to be digital, to completely digital hotels, to less the contactless and keep your guests safe. This is the most conditions. And the internet to convert your hotel to be digital, it's linked with the internet. So the both things, it's very important for us to convert your hotel at the digital. We need to use the internet connections, and internet connection in the hospitality now since long time like a tower. You can accept it. You cannot accept it. There is no towel in the rooms in the hotels 5-star or 4 stars. Like the internet like breathe. If internet downs, it can be you cannot breathe, you cannot live. You became out of the world. So the internet is a very useful thing and very important thing on our life.
What's happening in hotels? What's your position? What are you doing? Are you going to everything cloud-based, or are you keeping things on-premise, or what are you doing? What's your position on that? Abbas, I think you have things to say about that too.
About the cloud. The cloud, we have some of mentality, especially for Egyptian peoples, wants to keep their data on site the property, on site the company. Waleed, I think they agree with me with this. We have the advantage for the clouds. Clouds, you are online, zero downtime for the downtimes, and you can access from anywhere, tablet, from mobile, from PC, from anywhere. It's easy access from anywhere. You have upgraded, always upgraded. You have zero downtime for if you want to make upgrade versions, so you are always on. But disadvantage of this, it's expensive. Like Harish said, it's too expensive for hosting. And some people don't like to go out for their data outside, or launch outside at the hosted, because it's for the owners or for the management, it's a confidential data. Like hospitality, for the credit card and the payments already mentioned on site. So they are afraid to host it all data outside at the hostel. And connectivity in Egypt and Africa, it's not stable at all. It's already covered or reach for 90 or 95% to have internet downs, but probably it's happened one time to make internet down. So if we need to go to cloud, BMS or cloud applications, you need to make more than one backup to be ensured you are online always. So this is the disadvantage and advantage for the cloud. But for my point of view, yes, it's easy for the IT. All things outside or supported with the company. So it's make easier for the IT to convert all B application to be cloud. So the headache of the IT would be more or less not like on-premises servers, maybe hardware failures inside the site, software or systems down or corruption or failure. So it's to avoid all these problems to be cloud. So it's a very advantage for the IT. That's all for this.
Thank you very much, Abbas. We've talked a lot already. It's already nearly 11. One of them was about communication trends and voice-enabled technological advancements. Who has implemented voice control and voice chat in his properties or cruise ships and things like that? So all of these chat and voice-enabled technologies are related to artificial intelligence and machine learning. That's obvious. So from what I hear from you, it's not only hype, it's a long-term trend, and it's going to come in the next 3 or 4 years. And for you, how can AI be used? Where can it be used? IoT, chat, revenue management, recruitment, where could it be used? What's your opinion as a hotelier? Abbas?
Yes. For the chatbot, it's very useful tools for the hospitality field. For example, you want to reduce the manpower for the hotels and contact lists during the crisis. We can implement the chatbot, especially for the guest in-house and for the guest outside before arriving. He wants to know about any information about the hotel. He can access the chatbot for the hotel on the website. So any questions you recognize, you give the answer quickly without wasting your time with the people, with the guys, with the telephone and everything. We already make the pilot study in our company who applied the chatbot in the reservation department. Already we have cluster reservations to serve for 15 hotels in Hurghada, in Egypt, and 6 Nile cruises. And we already implemented the chatbot for guests to reserve rooms or reserve a meeting rooms in our company. Just he put his questions quickly, he get response answers. This is before coming to the hotels. And if you like to know the facility of the hotels, just put it the facility. After this is before arrival. After the arrivals, we can know the rates, know the hotel facility, know all services and restaurants before arrivals through Chatbot. During in-house, I wanted to know my Wi-Fi password. Just put it Wi-Fi. The Chatbot replied to the customers with the username and access code for the Wi-Fi quickly without any, in the second, know the party today, know the event today or during the week, know everything inside the hotel. So Chatbot, it's a very good tools, especially in the hospitality, to get quick answer. This is my point of view of this Chatbot used for the hospitality.
Thank you, Abbas. Well, we still have to cover the mobile application. It's important to remember how people came to the internet. In continents like Europe and the US, for example, we were used to work on PC, and we used the internet on PC before we went to mobile. In some continents, people have gone to internet on mobile directly without a PC. So it's in some part of the world, it's obvious that mobile app is the only thing people are using. You can have a web app or a mobile app, and I think it's important to explain the difference between the two. Abbas, are you using mobile apps already? Are you looking to use mobile apps, and is it only for guests or is it also for staff?
We have at the moment we have web app. Regarding some points, the following points I mentioned, that the mobile application is useful to the people who use regular or always use the services. Like the Ubers, you keep the mobile app for the service on my mobile. But for the hospitality or hotels, they only keep the hotel mobile app only for the loyalty people or loyalty guests to have loyal about your hotel. But for another people or another guests, just I wanted to stay my holidays at the hotels once. But if I became loyal, I wanted to keep the mobile of the hotels on my mobile to see to follow the news of the hotel, to follow the upselling, the promotions. It's very good, useful for the post side, for the customers, the loyal customers, and the hotel as well. But for the web app, we are already using with web app to, if you see the analysis last years, to compare how many people download the hotel apps and how many people use the web app. So it's really people to download app to keep the app on their mobile. But it's easy way to use mobile app once for the customers. This is my point of the view of this subject.
Thank you, Abbas. I would like to thank all of you for your time, for your insight. Thank you for the organization, for having us on the roundtable, and thank you to the people who attended. I hope you've learned or listened to something interesting. Have a nice day. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you so much.